Let's do it. Okay, but our topic is really fun. We polled the internet, the entire world.
Everybody, World Wide Web. Yes.
World Wide Web. And our question was this. Allison, what was our question?
Our question was, for the D&D Curious, if you have the tiniest inkling of maybe being curious and wanting to play, specifically Dungeons & Dragons, or maybe just role-playing games in general, what's holding you back? What's keeping you from coming to the table and diving in? And we're going to kind of use this in two ways. One, to address players who might be curious and just don't know how to begin because it is really overwhelming. And two, to talk to GMs about what we can do as game masters and dungeon masters to make the table friendly, inclusive, and just a good experience for everybody.
Yes. It's a great topic, and it is, it's just the kind of thing that we, especially in the last few years, when Allison and I and Evan and Fitz have been...
Thank you. I was missing that.
And Fitz and I we have been talking about this, and, maybe our friends have become a little concerned. Maybe they've been delighted for us. Maybe they, I don't know. Who knows? You live your life. We live our life. But this has become a major passion and a source of creative energy, therapeutic energy. I've said it a billion times. But lots of people are like, I'd love to, hang out. But now that this channel, this live stream is going to be talking more about games, we were out of the gate wondering, well, if you don't play, why? And so we got some amazing answers. No huge surprises, not an enormous surprises, because we understand everybody's.
I had one surprise. The surprise Satan? For me was not what they said. What they said was not a surprise, but how many people said it. I feel like sometimes, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and get real honest with you for a minute. Sometimes I feel like we are yelling into a void. I had so many people both commenting on my status, Matt's status, Evan's status, on all of our Instagram stories, on threads. And then I had people just reaching out to me personally to very timidly be like, I'm interested in playing, which I love. This was a happy surprise not, to have a wealth of people chiming in. That was a surprise, was how many of you are potential players.
Well done, Allison. Wow. Yes. That was really, really fun, because I feel like we kind of have answers for all of your concerns. For the most part, I think we do have answers for them. So let's just rock it. And anybody in the scene, anybody out there? Is there anybody out there? Anybody that's listening, also, if you didn't answer us, Facebook and Instagram and stuff, then go ahead and ask or argue with us. Why not?
Yeah,
argue.
Tell us why we're wrong. That's fine.
Please. But where do you want to start?
Well, let's start with the raw data, like any good statisticians would. We're not statistical people. I don't know why I just couldn't care. So first things first, we had close to 50 people weigh in across all of our social channels. That's a lot of good raw data. I'm not going to go through every single comment. You guys can go read them. People had phenomenal things to say. There wasn't one thing that anybody said that I was like, no, that's dumb. Everything everybody shared was great. But I did kind of compile the top, we'll call them the top 5 reasons. By and large, so I'm going to read you all 5 and then let's pick them apart, Matt. Okay. After I get through all 5. So time was, of course, the biggest factor. People think that this is a hobby that takes up a lot of time, and they're right, but they don't have to be. That's the beauty of these, is that you can make this whatever you want it to be. Finding a group, finding like-minded people to play where they feel safe, also a big one. People have a group but need a DM, and that's something that you and I, especially Matt, have tried to meet head on with people. Social anxiety, shyness, and just general worry about how it can feel to role play and be vulnerable, especially if you're playing with strangers and haven't found your group, was number 4. And number 5, the game, as outsiders looking in, the game seems complicated. It seems like there's a lot of rules and a lot of stuff to memorize, and that they have to take a lot of time to even learn how to play before they ever get to play. So I'm going to call all 5 of those. Let's call those the 5 common myths of entry to D&D. And now, Matt, Let's you and I smash some myths.
Smash some myths. But okay, let's say myth is fun to say, but also at the same time, these are valid concerns. We're not knocking them. They're totally valid. But what we're trying to say is, if you're still interested, I mean, I'd say number one is, it sounds horrible. I would never want to do that. Would never want to play a game like that. I don't like games. I don't like fun. I don't like people. All of that is valid too. We don't have solutions for that. Everything else, we have some extra options for you. So, but yeah.
Well, and I will say this: this poll and this here conversation is for people who have any level of curiosity. If you've seen and heard us talking about D&D, and you're like, I know that's not for me.
Yeah.
I love you. I respect you. Those feelings are valid, but it's not for everybody. And we have to recognize that too. We're here to break down the, barricades for the people who are like, maybe not convince you if you're not into it. So let's say we'll kind of take each of these from the viewpoint of the player and the viewpoint of the GM.